everyone, I am going to explain question number 4 from exercise 3.4. So in exercise 3.4 we have to find the principal and general solution of the following equations. So whatever a trigonometric equation is given to us, for that equation we have to find out the principal and general solution. So first I will explain what is the meaning of principal and general solution. First we will do the principal solution. So for the principal solution, the quadrant concept should be very clear to you. In quadrant, so there are 4 quadrants, students. So if we draw like this, so there are 4 quadrants. So this is named as first quadrant, this is second quadrant, this one is third quadrant, and this one is fourth quadrant. In first quadrant, all trigonometric ratios are positive, and in second quadrant, sine and cosec are positive. So since in our equation the trigonometric ratio which they gave is cosec x, so we have to concentrate that in which quadrants cosec x is positive. So cosec x is positive in the first quadrant and in the second quadrant. So and before that, for the principal solution, we have to search the value of x which satisfies this condition that the values of x which is greater than or equal to 0 but less than 2 pi. So all the angles which is greater than or equal to 0 but less than 2 pi, all that such values of x are named as principal solution. So the conclusion is, because you know students, here is 0 as well as 2 pi radian, and here we have pi by 2 radian, and here pi radian, and here 3 pi by 2 radian. So this complete cycle is of 2 pi. From here we have to start, from here we have to start, and then like this the complete rotation completes. So from 0 radian and one complete rotation completes to 2 pi radian. So in this complete one round, how many angles are there which will give us -2 value, that we have to find out. So students, here, so cosec is positive in the first quadrant as well as in the second quadrant. So first we have to think that from 10th class concept, if we have, suppose if we have cosec x is equal to +2, then from 10th class concept we know that cosec 30 degree is 2, isn't it, which we already knew it from 10th class trigonometric table. 30 means in radian measure it is going to be pi by 6, because pi is 180. So 180 upon 6 is 30. So when we compare these two equations, we will come to conclusion that x is equal to pi by 6. So since it's positive, so pi by 6, now we have to search that pi by 6 belongs in which quadrant. So pi by 6 belongs in the first quadrant, so I am writing here pi by 6. So this is the case when cosec is positive, but here cosec is negative is given to us. So to move in the negative quadrant, so in first as well as in second quadrant cosec is positive, so it is negative in the third quadrant and in the fourth quadrant. So we have to reach to the third quadrant and fourth quadrant. So to reach in the third quadrant, we have to do pi minus pi, because we have to reach in third quadrant, so we have to cross the second quadrant and we have to reach to the third quadrant. So we have to increase. So to increase it is going to be pi plus pi upon 6. And so if we do pi plus pi upon 6, then we will reach to the third quadrant. In the same way we have to reach to the fourth quadrant, because in fourth also cosec is negative. So to move in the fourth quadrant, we have to do, because here is 2 pi, what is here 2 pi, so we have to come back to the, we are moving reverse. So when we move reverse, we have to do minus. So 2 pi minus pi upon 6. So students, first I came to the pi by 6, means I searched where it is +2. that is pi by 6. But if we move to the first and second quadrant, we will get plus 2, but we don't have to get plus 2, we have to get the minus 2. So to get to the minus 2, we have to move in third and in fourth quadrant. So to reach in third quadrant, we have to do pi plus pi upon 6, and to reach in the fourth quadrant, we have to do 2 pi minus. And students, always we have to do pi plus and 2 pi only. We don't have to take the help of pi by 2 and 3 pi by 2, because if we take the help of pi by 2 and 3 pi by 2 to reach in third and fourth quadrant, then cosec will change to the sec. That's why we have to take the help of only pi and 2 pi to reach in third and fourth quadrant respectively. So I hope it's clear to you. Now we do the solution here. First we are going to find out the principal solution. So in principal solution, we have the equation since cosec x is equal to minus 2, it is given to us. So x is equal to, what values we obtained here? Pi plus pi upon 6 and 2 pi minus pi upon 6. So we write here x is equal to pi plus pi upon 6 that is equal to, we take the LCM, 6 pi plus pi, that will give you 7 pi upon 6, and x is equal to 2 pi minus pi upon 6. Again we will take the LCM. LCM is 6, so 12 pi minus pi, that is 11 pi upon 6. Now we will write the reasons why we had selected this. The reasons are, first of all, as we know that cosec theta is negative in third and fourth quadrant. That's why we had selected the values of x from third and fourth quadrant, so that we can get the answer minus 2. So which implies principal solutions are, so there are two principal solutions. First is 7 pi upon 6 and second one is 11 pi upon 6. So among them, which is smaller? Smaller is 7 pi upon 6. Now why I am selecting 7 pi upon 6? Because this we need in the general solution when we calculate. So I hope the principal solution is clear to you. Now we move to the general solution. So we will take the next phase. And now students, for the general solutions, the next topic which we are going to do for the same question, we are going to find out general solutions. To get the general solution, we need an equation like because we need the equation of this format. This format we need cosec x is equal to cosec y. If we have this kind of equation, then what is the value of x that we need? So that we need, now we didn't have any formula for this equation, you can check in your books. Since we don't have any formula directly for cosec x and cosec y, that's why we take the help of the formula of sin x is equal to sin y, which you have. So if we have sin x is equal to sin y, in that situation x is equal to n pi plus minus 1 to the power n y, and here what is n? N is an integer. So n belongs to z. So it's a formula which is given to you. So this formula we are going to use for the cosec x as well. Cosec x is equal to cosec y. Why? The reason is we can convert this equation to this, because if we do the reciprocal of sin x, then we can write as sin x as cosec x is equal to sin y, we can write as cosec y, then cross multiply. So when you will cross multiply, you will get cosec y is equal to cosec x, and by interchanging left to right, you will get the same equation, cosec x is equal to cosec y. So conclusion is, whatever formula we are using for sine, same formula we can use for cosec also. So when cosec x is equal to cosec y, in that situation also we are going to use the formula x is equal to n pi plus minus 1 to the power n multiplied by y. So conclusion is, the general equation of cosec x equal to cosec y is also same as with the sin x is equal to sin y. So we are going to use this. First we will write down what is available to us. Since cosec x is equal to minus 2 is given to us, so now this minus 2 we are going to replace by the smaller angle which we had got in the principal solution. So in principal solution, which angle is the smaller? Smaller angle, which we obtained two angles, students, of the principal solution. We obtained two angles. First angle was 7 pi upon 6 and the second angle was 11 pi upon 6. So among them, this one is smaller. So here we have to choose the smaller value always. So it's going to be this minus 2 we are going to replace by cosec 7 pi upon 7 pi upon 6, because students cosec 7 pi upon 6 is also minus 2. So minus 2 we had got in the other form, that is cosec 7 pi upon 6. So it came in the format this. So we write here, which implies x is equal to n pi plus minus 1 to the power n and 7 pi upon 6. So this is our answer. Now for here you can write the formula here, that is cosec x is equal to cosec y. So x is equal to n pi plus minus 1 to the power n y. So I hope the general solution as well as principal solution for this question number 4 is clear to you. Further, if you have any doubt, you can write in the comment. And students, this quadrant concept while calculating principal solution is very important. For that, I already made a video in which I try to explain the quadrant concept. So you can go through with that. And further, if you have any problem, you can write in comments so that I can clear out. Thank you.